What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing another Camaro video, as you can tell. So recently I did the video of me cleaning the Camaro, and after I cleaned it up, I took it out to the canyons and started looking for some driving roads. So as you guys may know, I am quite an avid canyon carver. I head up to Mount Charleston. I'm in southern Nevada, so I head up to Mount Charleston a lot. There's a lot of canyons up there, but today I'm in Red Rock Canyon looking around for some driving roads. So here's what I basically do. I just pull off onto random roads and see what they are like. So right here I pull off onto this road, and it's extremely bumpy, extremely narrow, has some dirt like encroaching onto it. Not exactly the best road, but at the same time kind of a fun road to drive, if I'm honest. I think it'd be a lot more fun in a Subaru. That's for sure. But then again, if you're in a Subaru, you might as well take it out into the desert. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool road, but definitely not a driving-worthy road. Not very good pavement for driving aggressively. But yeah, I'm taking it out to the canyons as usual because this car doesn't exactly have a lot of power, being a V6. But speaking of which, I am actually considering very soon switching cars. And the reason why is just basically because this car's warranty's up, and I'd rather have a car in warranty, personally, and, you know, I'd also like to have a car that's stock, has a lot more power and capability, and is lighter as well, so I don't have to modify it as much. But I still will be modifying it, don't you guys worry, whatever car I do get. I probably want to do a lot of suspension work this time around. I want to focus on the suspension because I do a lot of canyon carving, as I just mentioned. I've been doing a lot of that lately. And I've really been considering like buying a used Miata, buying a used Fox body or something like that, and trying to build something that'd be fun for canyon carving. But I think we're just going to have to go with you know, my main daily driver being my canyon carver. But who knows, down the road a project is always something I'm open to, possibly, you know, picking up an older car. I'd love if I had the money down the road to pick up an R32 and work on that as a project car. But anyway, let's get back to the Camaro and what I am actually doing. So with the Camaro, it's almost certain that within the next couple years, you know, definitely, that it's going to be replaced. But it may be much sooner than that. So with that being said, what cars am I looking at? Because I know you guys want to know, and a lot of you guys are excited. I remember the last time I did a video of me talking about test driving the Camaro SS, everyone was very excited about what car I was going to get, and people were suggesting all types of different things. But basically what I'm looking at right now is there's two options, essentially. The first option is getting a new car, brand new car, from Chevy, from the dealership in a trade-in, basically. Which would mean I'd have to choose from the current lineup, and it'd have to be a car that's similarly valued to this car, which kind of leaves you a little bit limited if you want a car that's fun to drive, that's performance-oriented. At that point, you pretty much have to go with either the Sonics, which, you know, they're hot hatches that a lot of people laugh at and don't think that they're very good as a hot hatch. Obviously, the better option would be the Ford Fiesta, Ford Focus, if you want something a little bit bigger. So that's not a great option, unfortunately. You know, I wish Chevy did have a good hot hatch. If they had a good hot hatch that competed with the Fiesta ST, I probably would consider it. But then they also have the new Camaros, that came out, which are actually pretty impressive in the lower end models. So I've been wanting a V8 for a while. But the new V8's 38 grand, so it's out of the question. That thing starts way too high. They used to start around 32. They decided to, I guess, bump up the price because of obvious reasons. I mean, Corvette V8, all that stuff. But in the lower end models, you get a car that has, you know, similar power to what I have here, which is 323 horsepower V6. I think you get like 12 extra horsepower, so it's similar power. But you also get the lighter weight. In fact, I don't know off the top of my head what it weighs, but I believe it weighs 3,600 pounds, the V6 model. It may even be 3,500. That might be the V8 number I'm thinking of. Because I believe the V8 went down about 100-something pounds, and the V6 is now 200-something pounds lighter. With that being said, that V6 in a car that's like 3,600 pounds, it probably almost feels like a 350 or 370Z at that point, which is a great card for canyon carving, for autocross, things like that. Has plenty of power, plenty of acceleration to get you out of the corners, and plenty of handling capability in those corners. So I think that the new V6 would actually be a really cool option. Not to mention, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but I'm actually going to, if I remember, I'm going to leave a link in the description. The new V6 sounds amazing. The exhaust they put on it sounds like my exhaust, except at lower RPMs it doesn't drone, and it isn't as raspy on the higher end. So it's definitely a much more better tuned exhaust in my opinion, and it sounds beautiful. It sounds very Z-like, for sure, like 350, 370Z. And with that being said, let's talk about option number 2. Option number 2 being a used car. So there's a lot of used cars that are from like 2008 onward that are in the 20,000. Well, in that case, I'd probably be looking closer to like $15,000 price range. That are very, very good performance cars. In many cases, better than the new car, the V6 that I'd be getting. And with that being said, a lot of the options include 350Z. Not only 350Z, 350Z Nismo. You can get the Nismo model easily for under 20 grand. And the Nismo model, I mean, they made only so many of those. They're really cool collectible cars. I think they may go up in value with time, and a lot of people respect them as being very good performers. Obviously a little overpriced at the time for what you got. You don't really get much. But you do get a decent setup. You get some Brembo brakes, you get some nice suspension, and you get, you know, some aero bits that probably don't really work very well, but they're there. So it's not a bad deal right there. Then there's the 370Z, which I probably wouldn't be able to get the Nismo, but I could definitely get the Touring model potentially, which is a pretty cool model. Lots of luxury amenities in that model. And then on the other side of the spectrum, there's the luxury Nissan Infiniti brand. You got the G37. G37, a great little luxury coupe, very similar performance-wise to the 370Z, so that'd be a great option. G35, I believe, is more similar to the 350Z. That's another option. Those are a little bit cheaper, though. I could probably get a really low-mile one in my price range of that. And then outside of that, jumping brands, you got Subaru. Subaru has plenty of WRXs in that price range. That would be enough power and performance for me. The only thing I don't like about the Subarus, in my opinion, is the lack of rear-wheel drive. I really have grown to love rear-wheel drive. There's nothing like hitting a corner and just letting the tail slide out, you know? And I don't know, there's something about that feeling. It just never gets old. It's always fun. And, you know, I don't think I can go without it. That's one of the most enjoyable things, I think, about the Camaro for me. So I think the Zs would be fantastic for that, obviously being rear-wheel drive and higher power. I think in all cases, that'd be a much better option. But WRX, you know, they're pretty quick. They're fun cars. They're reliable. They're safe. I mean, there's so many. I mean, it's a car that a mom could drive, but an enthusiast can enjoy. And that's something really unique, and I like that about that car to some extent. But then outside of that, there's a lot of options. You know, there's a lot of options. I mean, there's even some BMW options out there that look pretty good. The problem with the BMWs is I think they're all too heavy, in my opinion. I wish I can get like an older BMW, like an E36 or something, which again, that'd be an option for a project car down the road if I want to do that. But the Beamers are a little too heavy. I saw a couple S's, an S3 and S4, but they were a little over my price range again, so that's kind of an issue. But I don't know, if you guys have any suggestions on cars that might be worth taking a look at, I'm open to those. That's part of why I do these videos, because you guys some of you guys really like getting involved and being part of these projects I do. Now, with that being said, yes, there is going to be like a Camaro project-esque series where I'm going to upgrade and modify it. I'm going to be doing a lot of canyon carving in the future, a lot of car videos in the future. I'm also going to be doing a lot of other videos, so don't worry if you're watching this and you're like, what about the tech videos? What about the gaming videos? They're all still going to be there. But the car videos are definitely become a pinnacle of my channel when this new car happens. Now I don't know when this is going to happen. You know, it may happen to like very quickly. It may happen in the next month, or it may happen in the next year. It may take a while. It's just based on a lot of circumstances. You guys know life, how it works. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to know what's going on, because a lot of you guys have been asking about the Camaro. I still have it, as you see. I'm still loving it, still driving it, still, you know, basically looking at it every day and washing it and taking care of it. It's very low miles, you know, because I haven't been commuting to work or school or anything lately. I've been focusing a lot more on internet stuff, so it's been very underused, honestly. But I'm very excited at the prospect of possibly getting something different, mostly because of the stick shift. Honestly, the automatic bothers me. It bothers me on a daily basis. Not because, you know, everyone always points out, like, you know, oh, if you're not driving a stick shift, you're not a man. That's cool and all. That's the internet, you know, funniness of it. But the reality is, the reason why I'm bothered by driving automatic is because automatic. I mean, the reality is automatic has gripes, and let's get back to the real reason why automatic sucks. It's because you can't control what gear you're in. I mean, the reality of the matter is, when I want to be in second gear and I want to hold it to 7 grand, let me do it. And the reality is, with the paddle shifters, a lot of the times you'll jump into second gear, and you know, you'll floor it, and it'll shift at like 5,000, and you're like, what just happened? You know, the reality of the matter is, the reason why, you know, automatics suck is not because they're, you know, less desirable or you know, they make you look like a loser or anything like that. It's because they suck. Like, when you get down to it, they're not enjoyable. And I really want the manual for that reason. But I know I'm going to be regretting it if I get back. Well, I am going back to school in the fall. So when I go back to school in the fall, I'm going to be regretting it with the traffic. We have pretty bad traffic, so. But at the same time, you know, manual transmission. It's a lot more fun on those occasions when you're out in the canyons and stuff. Because I got to admit, like, with my car, like, driving in the canyons in this video, I was having a lot of issues with the auto trans. But anyway, there you go. The video ended. We have a black screen now, so that means it's over. I've been rambling for quite a bit. So if you guys listen to the end here, please leave a comment and let me know, because that's pretty impressive. I will definitely give you a thumbs up for that. I will like your comment. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more in the future, leave a like and a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time.